Welcome to Saturday Afternoon Poetry, everybody. This is the fifth Saturday. We always do something special on the fifth Saturday, and for the third year in a row, we're doing the celebration of the poetic libretto. Oh, yes. We have the inventor of the poetic libretto here with us today. I'm going to turn it over to him to say a few opening words. Please welcome Marvinlouis Dorsey.
It's amazing that it's been 3 years of the poetic libretto. And I want to say how happy I am that there's new librettos coming out. But honestly, I just want to say, give kind of like a thanks to my muse to sharing me the idea of a poetic libretto because it's really wasn't anything that I was consciously trying to create. So welcome.
All right, those are great opening words. So we'll get right into it. We've got the website poeticlibretto.blogspot.com, and
What
on
the
that
hell?
website, oh,
Okay. We need people to mute, please.
all right, people have muted. I was wondering what that was. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the Poetic Libretto's website. Going to bring it up, and we'll just go down the site. And it just so happens that the first poet is the last posted, and that's Marvinlouis Dorsey. So here comes the share. Voila. Okay, Marvin, do you want to go stones or do you want to go spitting out?
Which one am I more familiar with again? Um, let's try stone. No, spitting out. Let's try spitting out.
Okay, speed readers, have a lot of fun because we're sliding down to spitting out. Boy, I never thought I'd say that in this life. We're sliding down to spitting out. What does it mean? We're just seconds away. One more photo will do it. Here it
Sorry.
comes. This is why he's skipping this one, huh? Okay, there we go. Spitting out. Okay, Marvin.
So this libretto was originally a chapbook, and I broke it down to two librettos. The chapbook was called Spitting Out Stones. So the first libretto from the chapbook is called Spitting Out, a Bobby John Press poetic libretto, Marvinlouis. Surely some of you will think I am this crazy drunk guy as you hear me coming apart at seams. Don't have foggiest idea, don't know or why, don't have a damn clue to what I'm doing with all these damn words being so far stood yesterday, standing in front of crowds sharing more than just my name, walking through flames, making no eye contact is still so strange seeing me this way. Who can see figment of my imagination? Who can see past confusion, senseless problems? Who can see past darkness of my skin? Had this dream, world, colorblind, nightmare, this crap was real. My eyes wide open, but they couldn't see. Found door, to other side, couldn't find key. Suddenly was shook awake by the sound of my voice screaming. I had seen myself searching for someone called me. Stepping out into my own, picking up scattered pieces by myself, but not alone. There's no cure for this disease, so please pray for me. Don't shed any tears or worry about days. Daring myself to own words so you can feel what I'm trying to say. Like flock and sky, all together, me, myself, with constellations filled with stars, waiting for another standing ovation, sensation only to be felt once we have no hands. Who can sit quietly, glancing back at not a thing? Be happy with what eyes see? Is it only me anticipating things to come? I'm trying to fly away, hate looking into the mirror. Hate looking into the things called my eyes. Hate reflection staring back at me. Being off the path, lost, falling. How many times? Who was blessed to get back up like tree stump has a hard time to grow, knowing it was meant to touch sky. God.
That's a sample of the beast that Marvin has created. We now turn to someone else who has created a poetic libretto. I wonder who it is. I think it's Rebecca.
Hi, everybody. Yep, this is my first poetic libretto. Thank you, Dawn and Marvin, for introducing this to me. I'll just read three pieces. The first one is the overture. In a way, it's from illness to acceptance. And then the second one will be Sonoran Samhain, which is about the changing seasons here in Arizona. And I'll end with the last one and say goodbye. Pain Scale. Running on the shore of San Onofre, free, the cold of dusk on the beach, she is lulled to sleep in a dry towel. Pain level 2. Waking from comfort and dreams, the sand in the child's bathing suit bottom is making the fabric hang, but it is still fun. 3. It's time for the training bra, not really necessary, but they look pretty in pink. 4. She understands cramping and the tenderness of her own flesh. Even though it's slight, she doesn't know there would be more than this. Pain level 5. 5 can be neutral. the middle of things, the halfway there of things, más o menos, más o menos. 6. Heavy breasts, lumps and bumps, the thrill of nipples and foreplay. 7. Biopsy needles, bilateral mastectomies, BRCA1 gene mutations, hysterectomy, oophorectomy. Dreams of being a mother. Our sacrifice for being here just a little bit longer. 8. A searing, a burning, open wounds, fevers, vomit. It's time to learn a different way of breathing. 9. Chemotherapy surprises. Her vagina is falling out from under her. Soft skin is disintegrating along with her heart. Pain level 10. Are you willing to do this again? Yes, I am. A shorter life is okay now. Quality, not quantity. Choices made, okay with death. We really didn't have much time here anyway. I am ready. I end, and I begin again.
Wow. What was that second poem called?
Sonoran Samhain. It's after the yellow flowers. Thank you. Arizona has been my home for decades now, and I love how, even though we don't have, at least in the valley, 4 seasons, we have beautiful changes of weather. There you go. Sonoran Samhain. Hibernation ends after the Arizona season of heat. It is in the oxygen of October we find the antidote to summer sleep apnea. Summer is behind us. What stifled has blown away, first by the dusty haboob, then by the monsoon that comes later every year. Dog walks in early morning, paws comfortable on cool sidewalks. Paw boots are not needed to protect his soft pads. The mountain is calling in the north, the summit of my existence, where I want my ashes to be released and float in the wind, settling in its sun and shadows, as I did in this life. October is calling, inviting us to our ofrenda of marigolds and ancestors, alive and dead at the same time. We take shelter in the dark half of the year, under the raven's black as night feathers that brush our cheeks like a pillow to sink into again.
Wow.
And thanks.
That's all right. I have to react. I mean,
Thank you. I love it.
and
So
the third
nice.
one is the last one, did you say?
The very last one is Chagallology. It's the very last one. It's short and it's like after Marc Chagall flying.
That's my second favorite painter.
Ah, I love the flying couple. It's inspiring.
I love every incarnation of that. Yeah, it's so delightfully romantic.
There it is.
Wait a minute, I went too far. Was it this one?
Mm-hmm. You've made me so happy. If I bat my eyelashes, I think I'll fly us into the sunset.
Wow. Even that gets a wow.
Thank you.
That's
Thanks so
beautiful.
much, everybody.
Hey, Don, I want to say to Rebecca, that's a beautiful first libretto.
Thank you.
That is, your pictures, your words, it's dynamite. I love it.
Thank you very much. That means a ton.
I hope to see you write another.
Absolutely. I will continue.
All right. I'm glad you had fun with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, splendid job.
Yes.
Karen is nowhere near a computer at this time. She's been kidnapped by friends and relatives. So you can take a look at her poetic libretto at your leisure on poeticlibrettos.blogspot.com. Which brings us to, wait a minute, Dean. So Dean, you're going to have to guide me how much of this you want to read.
Let's do this. The ones that look like
yeah, I mean, it's up
that,
to you, you know.
Yeah, the ones that look like haiku, we'll skip those. They're like 2 on a page.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just read the poems this time.
I follow you.
Okay. Oh,
Or did I follow you?
oh
mean
no,
this
it's
one?
just, let's do the poems. Start with the first one,
Okay.
the one above. I only see the second half of the poem.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, this
Is
one
that
has
it?
the log. Yeah, that's it. This one has a log introduction, but after I finished the libretto, I found that in some ways it kind of reflects on the whole thing. So I'm hoping you'll find some of these things. Hope is miss. Hope just went away. I don't see it, Don.
Okay, I'm still trying to find the other half.
Right there. Stop.
What
There, right there,
happened?
right there. Stop.
I don't know what happened. Maybe we had technical difficulties.
Yeah, I think it
How did we get
has.
only the second half of that? Oh my God.
Stop right there.
Stop
There.
here.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things you do something and then the network just goofs around and it takes effect 10 seconds later. Anyway, um, that's just my theory. Don't quote me. Okay, hope is often misunderstood. People tend to think that it is simply passive, like wishing, but true hope is active and it requires action and engagement. Jane Goodall, The Book of Hope, 2021. I can see, and that is why I can be happy in what you call the dark, but which to me is golden. I can see a God-made world, not a man-made world, but to those who have eyes and cannot see, the world is a place of dread. Helen Keller, Story of My Life, and something else, which I
I'll get
wrote
it
out.
for you, man. I'm
No, no,
sorry. I'm
stop,
sorry.
stop right there. It's just Helen Keller. That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm coming from her. That's very heavy duty.
Yeah, well, it's just like I said, I had put these quotes in for this first poem, but then I found, in some ways the whole libretto kind of like that. So some say each of us dies alone, while others have few friends. The hours spent in solitary rooms, no need to leave for commitments. One's busy schedule of activities, now wondering where energy has gone. It's a puzzle how I got here, finding no community of faith or common interests to share. Every night dreams of disjointed scenes, forgotten faces invade my space. It's hard to admit this exile feels more like fallen towers than castles in the sky. Okay, and so Don, if you could just stop here. I just want to make a comment. It didn't make it into the libretto. I forgot to put it in, but this is a credit to the War Department of 1942. They put out a guide to China, and this is one of the illustrations to help Americans with Chinese who are C's and Japanese who are J's. C is dull bronze in color, while J is lighter, more on the lemon yellow side. C's eyes are set like any Europeans or Americans, but have a marked squint. J has eyes slanted toward his nose. So look at me. My eyes are slanted to my nose. Okay. This is by Dean Okamura, born June 17, 1953, Los Angeles, California, United States of America. I feel less American than when I was born. I thought I was one of our gang. Leave another kid like Leave It to Beaver. I still hear stories where people who look like me are told to go back to where we came from. I came from Los Angeles, but they tell me to go back where I really came from, China. Then someone says that I'm Japanese. He says Japs have more slanty eyes. The Ice Agent says a lot of Mexican Indians look like me. Next time I need to carry my American passport too.
Wow.
So that's my 2025 poem.
That is super timely.
All right. Oh, those are the haiku. You can skip those.
Yeah, passing those haikus, as you said.
They're good, but I think I'll just read the poems today. Oh, you could go back to that. That was
You want to go back? Okay.
no, keep going, keep going. We'll keep going. because it'll average out to about 5 poems. Oh, I can read that one. There's a picture of Trump eating a hamburger. I'll read that one. I'll read that one. Okay. So this one is, sushi is cool, but get me a hamburger, said America, making me a curiosity in a small wrapper, no beef. My whole life reduced to good at math, invisible. Red meat Americans, don't listen to us. Don't see us lean into silence. Don't know red meat smells. So that actually is kind of a haiku, but I think that one's part of
The
like the
haiku
last
series. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's part that whole series is basically like this about America. And you can pass this one. Yeah, and we'll read this one. That's a Magritte inspired illustration. This is actually haiku too, but I'm just saying this year's been interesting because I did genealogy. I don't know if anybody else does genealogy, but then it ended up being sort of an empty exercise for this reason. I lack the heart, what truly makes genealogy come alive. Mine, mainly facts, dates, places, documents, and names of strangers. No stories to populate the family tree, only empty urns. So anyway, that's
Good
that
stuff,
one.
Dean. You're still batting 1,000.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Dean, I like how you did mix your haikus in with your longer poems.
Yeah. I wrote quite a few this year, so I kind of mixed them up.
It looks good. Once
Yeah.
again, a nice libretto.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Coming from the creator. Thank you, creator. Anyway,
Yeah, me like that.
that's like God said. And he saw it and it was good. Okay. This one is called, well, I had to cheat. I put the title in as the first line. I know that's kind of like we're not supposed to have titles, but that's okay. I repeat the title in the first line anyway. Okay. There is an intimacy with pain. It takes hold, but you can't grab it. Push it as pain is the unwanted guest that won't leave unless it's willing. It seems to be patient, unfazed by complaint, ready to reassert itself. I'm like a moth drawn to flame, staring into pain, getting too close, lose myself. Such a strange friend twists a rope around my head. I scream, but no one hears. Just me and pain. We have this dance. Tango, tango, tango.
Hey, Don,
Yes.
could I make a technical observation?
Go right ahead, Charles.
I think you need to put a minute limit on each reader. Otherwise, we're going to go to 6 o'clock because the librettos are pretty long. So,
Oh yeah, he's not reading the whole libretto.
no, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, like 3 to 5 poems. 3 to 5 poems is good.
yeah. But if
Okay.
Yeah, there's not that many of us. There really are. There's only
13,
six
13
of
is a
us
good
reading.
number.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right.
All
If
right.
we're cutting anybody short, it's gonna be me.
Oh,
But
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I really don't think it's gonna be a problem.
yeah. Well, let's go to
This looks juicy.
I think this one and then the next one. I think there's 3 more. Okay. This one's just kind of how my year goes. I do not pretend to understand the purpose of my trials, the lesson in the labored step, agonizing stiff muscles, or unsteadiness of age. It's my first passage of frailty, which youthful memories banished without thought or care. the grimness of death dismissed. I'm parked in the field, exposed to the elements, without protection from raging storms of decline, dementia, and that other D word I can't recall. It's taken a lifetime to see uncertainty as a friend, which gives bad advice, but understands me better than my parents, loss, regret, or my closest relations. I reach for that hand that exists for times like these, but often is not there.
Beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay, and then there's 2 sets of haiku, and I think. Oh,
You want to finish with this one, or one more?
I think that's the last poem, right? Anyway,
Okay.
I can read the one after. It's kind of fun. Anyway,
After it?
I'll read this one, but I'll read the one after.
All right, all right. I think this is the last one. Yeah, because I recognize that.
Yeah.
That
Anyway,
final kitty.
Yeah, I'll make a remark about the kitty. Okay, all things hold together.
Okay.
Some find dignity, even those suffering from poor health. They find ways to cope without being dragged around by loved ones. The old man, like the little boy, wants to do it himself, but no one teaches him. So he improvises, uses the utensils in hand, sitting when he can, standing when he must. His family, not waiting, walks ahead. He could have stayed home, but catches up. He can be helpless as a baby, but he doesn't cry. Meanwhile, they deflect the bitter curse of malady. They pass endurance into weary strain. The complaints of adulthood disappeared when their agency diminished. The room rumbles with chatter, such a contrast to the elderly confines called home, being out of place in the world they helped create, looking out at the quiet breeze and cloudy skies. They recognize the power of adulthood is just a deceptive marketing illusion. We are all stumbling children held by the hand of God.
Wow.
And after that's a little
That's
comment.
fantastic writing.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. And there's a Bible verse that says, in him all things hold together. Well, anyway, you don't have to believe in God. Let's just bless whatever holds you together when you suffer in this life, and may we all find peace. And so this one, anyways, that's my kitty saying goodbye.
All right.
Bravo.
Great libretto, Dean.
Thank
Great
you.
libretto,
Really
Dean.
great,
Thank
really
you.
great.
Yes.
He's made more than one. You know, he's a pro.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm a veteran.
All right,
You
let's
are.
see who comes up next. Go ahead, Marvin.
No, I'm done.
You
Thank
want
you,
to
Dean.
say what you want to say, but don't mute yourself, man. You muted yourself, Marvin.
I did. I was thanking Dean, but I didn't want to get in the way of the next reader.
Oh, I'll wait. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that was a great libretto. But like you
Yeah.
said, Dean is a veteran and
Yeah.
such a supporter of the libretto from way back when we were trying to get people to do the libretto. So yeah.
And that's why it's called the poetic libretto, you know, because there's so much poetry in Dean's poetic libretto in particular. You know, it's very poetic. It's really, really,
And there's so
moved me
much
many times.
there's so much thing you put into your libretto. And like I said, I really appreciated how you mixed in your haikus with your long poems. It was like giving people a chance to take a deep breath before you hit them with a longer poem.
It's amazing.
Great
There's so
job.
many ways to do this, you know, like everyone
Yes.
has their own way. And who's next? It's Rose of Canada. Again, I advise you to read 3 to 5 works to keep this moving.
Okay.
And you just let me know which
Righty-o.
ones.
I'll start with the first one, Shaping Life.
You got it.
To show a direction, she points her chin toward where you should go. To show you a person, she points her chin toward the person in question. To point your finger is rude and disrespectful. It is what colonists do. He doesn't like to stand in line. It's not about waiting his turn, but a nightmare memory of childhood. He remembers residential school, square rooms, and slicing whips, and how they cut your hair across. He follows the elders, dancing into the arbor, an honor, not a line. We embroider and bead traditional, curving, caressing designs. Nature has no straight lines. We dance in a circle, weaving a basket of love. Our lives are not lines. In our traditions, there are only 3 lines and 2 points. A sacred pipe is straight, an arrow and a spear as well. Only the weapons have points.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, as always.
Nice.
And then if we go down to August sounds, and these are all photographs of where I live.
Oh, photograph?
Yeah.
You live there? Wow.
That's what I see out my living room window.
Wow.
Not
Yeah.
shabby. Nice.
Oh.
All right. Never knew that till now. Okay.
August sounds. The cicadas sing me back. I am 5 years old, following Uncle Boyd, as Friday bounds ahead, sniffing at everything. But he cannot find the cicadas. They rise and fall, always where we are not. I am 6 years old, sitting on the front stoop with Uncle Boyd, watching fireflies send secret messages above us. The meteors flash through the Milky Way, and the cicadas sing, hidden in the dark. I am 7 years old, sitting in the field next to Uncle Boyd. The life around me moves and shakes the grass. Crickets creep and a snake slides by. The cicadas surround us with serenity. I am 65 years old, far and long from the Blue Ridge and Uncle Boyd. I watch his spirit walk the stars above me, tossing meteors like fireflies. Crickets and northern frogs move the night around me, and the cicadas sing me back.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
And then the next one is Elixir of Equinox. So that was out that same window.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
no
out that
way.
yeah, and it was raining,
Oh,
and it was just like
Nice.
really raining on the window, and so I kind of
Like
messed with
it.
the photograph a little bit, but that's what it looked
that's a
like.
freaking work of art in itself.
Yeah,
Wow.
in itself. Yes. Great picture. Love it.
Elixir of Equinoxes. From fall turning to spring's return, my maple paints the seasons amber. Leaves glow in the dark, holding a lamp of long summer days. The morning fog is burnished copper, slowly melting from sky to earth. A rustling carpet of shifting gems drifts in the sunlit breeze, spreading gold nuggets. Winter storms turn up topaz and ruby embers torn from branches, kissing snowdrifts. Deep garnet buds are lighthouses for spring tides of rising sap. With billows of maple-flavored steam, the sugaring shack slowly reveals sweet secrets. From pale gold to deeper honey, rich smoked mahogany transformed from crystal liquid. holding the life of my maple tree, suspended in every drop of amber.
Another
Beautiful.
beautiful one. Yeah.
And
Feel free to
then,
comment. If anyone wants to comment, feel free. Another one already?
No, it's just
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, the next one is called Walking Past Granddaddy.
Oh, there's
And
Granddaddy.
yeah, just a warning, it's a tough one.
Okay.
Year by year, I have dismantled the edifices built to protect my child me from memory's harm. Coming finally to the place where I recalled whole and all every sound, touch, scent of terror in those nights. I have no feelings about you, none at all. No hatred or even fear, just the knowing what you did. All my emotions are for me, so much you could never take away. I locked them in and kept them safe. Howling, ravenous beasts, rattling the bars, gnawing at my insides all these years. One night, the sounds, scents were repeated. The beasts came loose. At last, I was afraid. This time, the arms around me and breath in my face did no harm as I let the beasts sing their song out loud. Howling with them, I pained in keening harmony, mourning the prey, the kill, snuffing over the bones of me. Fragments knit together now. I stand in the ashes of time, the burnt timbers of who I was. Fires gone cold. The chink of ice and whiskey breath are mere dislikes now, holding no night tearings of flesh, no devourings of safeness in dream time. I am afraid of things and battle demons of the past, but not you anymore. No, you are finally dead and gone.
Wow.
Bravo.
That is very brave writing. Wow.
Yes.
Yes,
Rose,
I agree.
Rose, did you fit your poems and photos in the libretto, or did you wrap the libretto around your poems and photos?
It was kind of both.
Okay.
It's kind of both. You know, I'd choose a poem and based on a photo that I was remembering, like, you know, like this one, for example, and it just started to become all roads, different kinds of roads and pathways and stuff. So it all just kind of came together. I'll read the last one.
Yeah, which one?
The last one. It's Living the
Okay.
Road.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, because I haven't got this whole thing memorized.
That's all right.
This one?
Yeah. So that road is near my house, and it's interesting because it used to be a railway, and then they took out all the CN railways around here, and then they've turned them into walking and biking trails.
That's cool.
Yeah. Living the road. My great uncle taught me that there are two ways of walking. I can look down, and all I will see is the dirt on the road by my feet. I will feel as if I am going nowhere, getting nowhere, with no direction. I can look up at the sky and the clouds, seeing the sun and stars and moon. I will feel as if I am walking the world, the trees and lakes and rivers, discovering new paths. And so I walk looking up, and the road unfolds with every step.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's every bit as good as anything Robert Frost ever wrote. That's really good.
That's a very good libretto. Very good words. You read it very well. the whole
No,
libretto.
Thank you. It was fun. It was a good challenge to sort of, and it wasn't like sometimes they were sort of ekphrastic, but not really.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, it was a cool exercise.
couldn't
Thank you.
Would
tell.
you do
Couldn't tell. The poem's
it
kind of in the room.
again? Rose, would you do it again?
Yeah, I would.
Well,
Next year.
Right
all right.
on.
Thank you,
We're
everybody.
gonna skip this next poet in interest of getting everybody else involved first. I'm the last priority here. I mean, I've got like 15 poetic librettos. I'm a poetic librettoholic, okay? So don't worry about me. We'll just slide on to the next poet.
Take it down.
Oh! That face kind of scares me. Okay. Now, hopefully, we're going to get somebody. Oh, yeah, CaLokie. It is your time, sir.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. No comment necessary on that one.
uh,
Ghost stories.
okay.
So, which one do you want to read? All right, you can read it. Well,
Let's
maybe
see.
all four of them. You can read all four because the first one's a haiku.
Oh, the first one.
You want to do that?
Okay.
I'm
Sure.
ready.
Let's
I
try
like
it.
it.
Sure.
Halloween haiku. Boo! Hey, jackass! Jack off! You sure as hell don't scare me.
Now that goes with the picture. Ghost
Ghost
story.
story. Okay.
Watch out, people. Watch out.
I was walking by my house, and all of a sudden I hear ghost, and I looked, and I see somebody, and I didn't know who it was. Come here, they say, and they keep on getting closer and yelling, Ghost! And then they say, Where you from? And I say, Nowhere. I don't bang no more. Where you from? Nowhere. And then I hear, Ghost. I thought I knew you, fool. And then they shoot, bam! And I could see my body on the floor. And then they come over and say, See, I told you. I fucking told you, stupid. See, I told you, fucking bam!
Woo. And that's a found poem.
Yeah, it was from a dream by and by a gangbanger as old as Ghost and
Hmm.
from Father Greg and his homeboys.
I'm sorry to say I've heard that term before. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, now
Uh,
we turn to something floral.
to a cosmos far. I kind of well anyway. I would say I want you orange like the Mexican marigolds which honor the dead and celebrate their lives during Los Dias de los Muertos. But I also want you yellow as sunlight shining through your petals like the light coming from our sun. I want the sky from where the sunshine comes blue, the clouds which float by white, and your chest high stem with leaves growing in pairs along it green. I want you to stretch toward the heavens, flexible enough to bend with the wind, but strong enough to return upright whenever it comes. I want your roots sunk deep into Mother Earth and intertwined underground in family love while you fill the fields with an orange bloom blaze. I prefer you wild like your ancestors who first grew in Mexico, or mine who became known as Homo sapiens in Africa. I want you as balanced as the cosmos in which we live and which lives in us.
Oh man, that makes me think of that trip we took over to Lancaster to see the poppies.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
this poem totally brings that back. What a beautiful poem. All right, now make us cry.
Let me cry, Peacher. Mama's going to no resurrection of life sermon going to comfort me now. That how great thou art solo was pretty, and maybe she requested, but it ain't her. In her dancing days, if it didn't have that swing, then it didn't mean a thing. We all laughed with her the time she pulled her elder behind, attempting a jitterbug step, but we all knew what she meant. The sounds she came to dig were whippoorwill calls, cricket responses, and hummingbird buzzing dives to defend turf around her feeder. Mama wasn't too religious. She never went to church much, and when she got mad, she'd often say shit or take the name of the Lord in vain. To be honest with you, Reverend, the flames in your hell didn't scare Mama nearly as much as not being able to feed her family. At 15, I got religion and started saying grace before meals. Mama said she thought it'd also be a good idea to remember the hands that prepared it. I was too much of a pious prick to get it then, but today I see we ought to be grateful for all the hard work it takes from farm to kitchen to put our daily bread on the table. Holding everything in, when it's got to come out, ain't never going to do nobody no good. So let me get it out, preacher. Then you can talk about wiping away all tears, but keep it short. Thank
That's an awesome poetic libretto, CaLokie.
Yes.
Yes, in case you didn't know, this man was a teacher and a preacher, sort of. Oh, that guy again? We got to skip this guy.
You wouldn't say it.
The Halloween kid you talk about?
Yeah, what? Don't worry about me. I'll go after everybody else has had a chance. Speed readers are having a delight right now, huh? Pew, 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 pew. Coming up to the grasshopper. Get ready. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. Whoa, that scares me every time I see it. Who's our next poet? It's going to be Andy. Are you here, Andy? Not here? Oh, no. Okay, we'll have to move on.
Huh,
Sorry,
I saw
Andy.
him. I thought I saw him.
No, but it was just a
Picture, I
ghost.
guess.
Was this his? This is his first libretto, right?
Yeah,
Billy?
yeah, that's correct. That's correct. That's correct.
Very nice.
Who knows? He might have.
I was looking forward to hearing him read it.
Yeah. Oh, let's see what this guy is just way too addicted to. There we go. Here's somebody. Charles, your time has come. You've got two poetic librettos. Which one would you like to read?
It's actually just one.
No, it's all one.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, it was 15 pages, right? So it's all.
Okay, I hope I got
It's
that
in three.
right
It's
now.
it's in three. It's in three parts. Put it that way.
Oh, okay, that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just let
So
me know what you want to read.
So how about let's stop at the title. I'll do the title and then I'll explain what the title is. So back up to the title.
Oh, okay. I'm flexible.
Here, so it's one of three sides of oneself, and it's 15 pages is in five different parts, and it's very egocentric. So we can scroll through. You say it's so yes, I am. These are all 28 lines, which is 28 lines of like on a binder paper is 28 lines. So I am, and then the next one is. We can
Oh, you
just
want
go
to read
down
the
to
next one?
yeah. I'll just look at the titles and then we'll get to the end.
Okay.
And then I am two adjectives, and then next I am three nouns.
Love that pick.
Yeah. Four I am four prepositions, 28. All of these are 28 lines long. There's my cheesehead one.
Oh, yeah.
28.5 is the ABC of it. So each line starting with a letter of the alphabet. I am 6 is by the numbers.
Mhm.
I am 7 is
I'm sorry, I get
outro.
caught up in the photos. I love these photos.
Yeah, well, that's me in California. I am
Yeah, that's
8.
why it takes me back. Yeah.
Yeah, I drove that van to LA. 7 is I am outro, as in a musical composition. 8 is I am 8, nothing else. And then I am 9 is a kind of autobiography. And then that's the series. So I'll read these ones here are some poems. So and then the next part is just I poems. Things I have never done. I've never recognized the meaning of rising to the occasion. I've never slept through a potentially apocalyptic event. I have never walked a mile in the shoes of a false prophet. I have never entered a prize-heavy hot dog eating competition. I've never won the inflated jackpot of an institutional lottery. I have never purchased a ticket for travel to the moon itself. I have never discovered the remains of an unknown dinosaur. I've never expressed preference for imperfect over participles. I've never completed the running of an urban marathon. I've never, ever traveled to any site of nuclear devastation. I've never joked about the expression, died and gone to heaven. I've never taken a class proposing to explain the Beaux-Arts. I have never imagined or composed a musical piece a la Mozart. I've never terminated the elaboration of an actual novella. I have never reviewed an end-stopped French language film. I have never ended a lyric instance with the vocabulary item fin.
Wait a minute, he just did.
I just did. You
All
got the
right.
joke. Okay, so here's me at Occupy Wall
You
Street.
take interesting pictures, man.
Yeah, well, people take them
Yeah.
with me. Last
That's
night
got
at
street
12
cred, yeah.
Last night at 12:01, the doctors had prescribed something rather potent sedatives, the thinking being that I might be able to sleep through the piercing discomfort of this condition. But alas, I was awakened by a jarring jolt of midnight pain. Though I managed to get myself to the bathroom, planning to douse my countenance with cold, cold, cold water. Instead, I walked through bright beams of moonlight, for the newly installed skylight was perfectly framing a lunar display of a midnight sky, clear, brisk, starry, curative.
Hey, that's not you.
Nope, it's from my yard. And this is how I brought it all to a close. So
Okay.
this is all very egocentric. I. That's kind of the theme of the libretto. So, song of my singular being. Here I am at 1 a.m. in my unique self, wandering and wondering if there still might be someone just like me. Namaste.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful libretto. It's like I said, Marvin, every libretto is different.
Yeah, and I was thinking that as I read this one, because every libretto is different. And the best part of it is when it's 16 pages, we can print them out ourselves and share them with our friends and family without having to pay a bunch of money to do it.
People put a lot of thought into these poetic librettos. It's really wonderful to see.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So
Yeah.
did somebody say you're not supposed to put titles in this?
Well, okay, let's talk about that right now because Marvin is the creator. He has his philosophy, and I'm afraid many of us have abused it, including myself.
The original Bobby John Press poetic libretto had no titles to poems, no page numbers, no bios, none of that. But however, to write a poetic libretto, you can do it any way you want to, just like this one, all the ones we've seen today. But the Bobby John Press poetic libretto has no page numbers, no poem titles. It's filled with poems and photos, no bios, no that. But as a poetic libretto, you can do whatever you want with it.
Now that's what I call beneficent creator. Oh God, who's next? Didn't we get through everybody? See,
Hi, can you hear
is
me?
that another one, Charles? Did I goof up?
Apparently I did send you another one.
Well, Andy just
Yeah.
got here.
Well, you had your turn, but Andy's here. I'm very happy to say.
Yeah, well,
So-
that shows you my brain really, I'm not exaggerating my mental condition. I totally forgot that.
I am not complaining. Although I do have one question, Charles, if I may ask. What part of Southern California did you grow up in?
No, I grew up in San Jose and I lived in
Oh, no.
Irvine for 3.5 years.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
except on the weekends, I get in my van and drive to LA. That's
All
where
right,
it was
Andy,
at.
I'm just gonna search you. I hope this works.
And
Andy.
can I just say, I don't know if you've ever met in person, but I'm actually Andy's brother, Dan. He's not available today, but I told him
Oh,
I told him if they were okay with it, I'd read for him because it's always my honor to read anything my brother has written.
wait. Okay, I follow you. Yeah, you do look a little different
Works for
now that I
me.
think about it. We've only met like twice, but let's see. I'm just gonna spell his whole name here. Oh man, Palas. No, Palasciano. There, and I just hit return. It should go right to him. Let's see if it works. It worked.
Palasciano.
Okay, so what's your name again?
I'm Andy's older brother. My name is Daniel.
All right, Daniel.
Hey, Don, is this the person who this is his first libretto that he wrote, right? But is his brother reading it? Am I correct?
Yes, you got that right.
All right, cool. Right on, right on.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, come on, man. Daniel. Okay, there.
Yes, I should
It says
have
Andy
changed
on
the name.
screen. But you can't read the whole thing, just like any 3 to 5 of the poems in there, okay?
Okay,
So
okay.
just pick
Yeah,
and
because
choose as we
I
go
was
along.
looking at this and it's a little bit long. So
Yeah, so just pick 3 to 5.
okay.
Leave them wanting more, So
Well, maybe
whichever one you want to do first.
I think these are kind of in an order, but my brother is this wonderfully artistic person, and I don't know if you can see this, but he
Yeah, I mean, this
is
kind
it
of
there
tells a
too? He
story,
has
right?
breaks with
So,
pictures on here. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna I think take maybe the first 3 and then maybe the last 2. I'll figure it out, okay?
All right, let's try that.
Okay. But can I read it from I can read it from the paper here, it doesn't matter,
Oh,
or
no, you don't have to read from the screen. This is just for us.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just heard about the rule. I'll share with my brother. He titled his apparently. I'll let him know that they're,
Rules are made to be broken. Don't worry. I title mine too, so no sweat.
Okay. Okay. All righty. Well, thank you. So,
As Charles would say.
okay. So I
Okay.
will begin. A man in a coma spoke this to the shock of the nurse who was in the room with him at the time. On the stony brooks of the Potomac, saying what can't be said doesn't mean you said anything. But there you stand as water cascades around you. You feel like more, but you remain only a man. And then he awoke. Many days later, this man was in the neighborhood of his childhood. He walked along the streets and went in a backyard that was dark in the night. Even in the shadow of moonlight, by a tree, he looked up and saw a tree fort encased in darkness. He stood and listened to the wind creak the wood of the trees and this wooden tree house. Several minutes later, police arrived at the house. They asked him what he was doing there. He responded, rehabilitating squirrels. In the cell that night, he imagined a squirrel in the cell with him in the moonlight. The squirrel was writing with spray paint on the wall, "Park Ruler." The squirrel disappeared as fast as he appeared in the cell, and he was left to think and dream. As in Dune, the sleeper has awoken. But I will not awaken as the Messiah, one above generations. I will awaken as a dream who can do nothing without the dreamer.
That particular section looks like a haibun, doesn't it? Right? You got the prose followed by the poetry. That's really interesting. You just let Andy know that. I had to say that.
I'll be happy to. Let's see. Many days later, it was morning, and he found himself in a wheat field. He heard the wind rustling in the stalks. He began to dream. He was in a meadow of grass. All the squirrels ran to him like he was Snow White. He began to sing, and all the squirrels followed him as he walked about the meadow. He began to sing a song, almost subconsciously, like he had when he was in a coma. It was a space between dream and reality. The white lion fell in the ground with the thunderclouds and rose up with the lightning shower. He will return in power with a shout when all the lights go out. Go out. Go out, excuse me. As he came back to reality, he said and laughed, "A squirrel can't give birth to a lion."
I thought you were going to sing that. Wow, this is really, Marvin, are you digging this? I'm digging this. This is really so unique. All right, so now I jump down to the last two. Is that what we're doing?
Okay, I will.
Okay.
I know some of you, I'm sure, probably know Bill Harding or no. I don't know if you know Bill, but he's the editor of the San Diego Poetry Annual. He's kind of been a mentor to Andy for a while. He's a publisher too. And just kind of on what you said there a little bit, Don, one of the times he introduced Andy, he said, one of the best things I can say about Andy is that there is nobody else I've ever heard that sounds like Andy. And he's got his own style. So
I think
it's the last two here.
The penultimate one here. You want this one, right? And then the last one?
Yep, we'll start right there. Thank you.
Okay.
He arrived at a street in this small town. There were trees on either side of him in this suburban sprawl. The trees hung low, and he found, as he walked, acorns began falling from the trees at his feet. He almost slipped a few times, but gathered himself. The sun peeked out from behind the trees, and he had a daydream. The white helicopter seeds flutter all around. The summer trees are snowing. To the right, a tree draped in brown, its hair catching sunflakes. They are at your feet, God's royalty.
Okay.
He found himself in a bright room with lots of people. He looked behind him and saw a brick fireplace, and he noticed he was wearing a flannel shirt. When he lifted his arm in a chicken wing type motion, a squirrel jumped on his arm and remained, fanning its tail as he noticed he looked at the crowd. He smiled and cameras went off as the crowds cheered. He coughed and really woke up this time. He looked at the nurse and smiled. The nurse left the room shouting for the doctor and other nurses. They called his family. When his wife and child, that he had not met yet, arrived, he looked in their eyes, crying, and with joy he remembered his name and realized he was no longer a stranger. The end.
That was awesome.
And that is definitely different. That is so interesting.
I did like Don how he put the prose in and then put the poetic side of it in.
Yeah.
Let your brother know what a great libretto.
Okay, I will for sure. Thank you. He was, he mentioned to me, he's actually at a retreat for church. I don't think he'd mind me saying that, or for the weekend, and he's very strong about his faith too. But he loves his poetry and he tries to intermingle them. And so when he found out this was the day for this, I knew it was important to him and tried to do my best and told him, hey, maybe I can at least, fill in for you. I would never, ever, he would tell you I'm his inspiration. I'm 10 years older, but my brother is the writer. Okay. I tell him all the time, writers write. And my brother hasn't stopped writing since he was probably 20 years old. And It's 51 now. So, and I think he's still just getting started. So thank you guys for letting me
TMI,
share by
TMI.
doing the reading.
Well, okay, now that we've done the math, yeah. He's been writing for 31 years. Spectacular, spectacular. Okay, now it's time to get self-indulgent. I'm the last reader.
Right.
Yeah, it had to happen. And you know what happened because of this? I had to type in my name. I don't know if anybody noticed. I had to do that because we were no longer on the thread. So beware. I think it's going to be my latest one then. Let's see, what do we got? Oh no, Sky Show from March 10th. Well, yeah, these are 2025 librettos. Okay. I'll have to read from there. Oh yeah. Not sure what it is, but oh yeah. Sky Show. A poetic libretto. The rectangular sky. Walking out the front door, I look up at the sky framed by our college letter O-shaped building and feel like I live in a man-made museum for appreciation of nature. I have developed a reverence for the view above each day, a different painting by force. The best days when puffy mashed potato cotton ball clouds float in a flat blue sea of air, and the most awakening nights the moon is brilliantly suspended with little Venus, playmate, teasing the corners of the sky, disappearing to remind me whimsy dwells in afternoons where an occasional plane putters from one side of the frame to the other. A helicopter whirls, birds silently flap, and I walk below with my daughter, my wife, my moon, my Venus. On the earth below, the sight of this, a guy looking at relative positions as we breathe out apartment double doors. I wonder why cars fly so fast down the street and ask, are they as lucky as me to stop, notice, reconstruct, imitate the constant constellation overall?
Beautiful.
Oh man, here's proof this is an old libretto. Anybody remember that dude? He ran for president. Got in a little bit of trouble, I think. I'll skip that one. It's so passe. That one is a little weird. That's me trying to be like Andy. Maybe I'll read that. I'm gonna try. Okay, I think it's like haikus or something. What's it called? Red Sky Moon, Noodles and Ice Cream. All right. If you're going to eat in Alhambra, you better be ready to have Red Sky Moon noodles and ice cream, preferably vanilla. Oops, wrong way. The half moon in the sky is a perfect half golf ball, too full to be just a smile. Chip it over, and the yolk is already fallen out. Cup the half sphere in your hand, drink in black night with tiny white stars. Noodles and ice cream, the ideal meal to have. Egg floating on vanilla dreams. Wake up and look to the sky. A bright yellow yolk blares. Time to live another poem. When the sky turns red, the orange lights come on. Enjoy the chemical sunset. Fade to blue, turning black. The moon will be waiting. Eyes slowly blinking, months away. In the morning brilliance, hunger is another sign the world inside still turns. But the bastards with power might bring on the red sky that ends all stories. Okay, well, better than I remembered it. And finally, oh God, a sky show? I'm not sure where this is going to go, but this is it. Before the sun's up, it's a turtleback. Then a spread-winged eagle chasing a fleeting mouse toward an immense dark monolith looming over the earth. Now El Sol peeks out, stripes red bands into blue clouds. In an expanse turned baby, a white jet streak pierces through. Okay, that is our poetic libretto sampler. for the third annual celebration of the Poetic Libretto.
Yay!
We've done it.
Is
Any
it
final
done?
words, Marvin?
I hope everyone liked the librettos. You know, it wasn't something that I've consciously tried to create. I'm always talking to Don about being connected to my muse. And I truly believe that this is what my muse created through me during the pandemic times. And to see other people gravitating to it, writing librettos, that's bravo. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
You know, that's what gave birth to this whole idea with the pandemic. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was, and what I loved about your first libretto, Marvin, is that it was it was as if it was almost hanging in nowhere the way we were during the pandemic. It really, even though what you wrote about wasn't the pandemic, it was from that sort of context and mind frame. It was, yeah, it was
Thank
really
you.
cool.
Yeah, there was
Thank
a shift in your writing now that I think about it, Marvin. Yeah, that was the big shift, right? You started going waterfall.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
what
just a program reminder before we go. You can write poetic librettos anytime you want and get them posted on poeticlibrettos.blogspot.com. There is a little guide to writing librettos there, written by the creator. And hopefully we'll do this again next year.
Hopefully we will. Stay safe. Have a happy new year, guys.
Thank you. Bye.